So this is the summary for the entire muscle structure and function. So this is summary. This topic is a very important summary. Why? Because it is going to give complete picture about the muscle structure and function. Just listen, okay? Till now we saw muscle structure. In this muscle structure we saw contractile unit, non-contractile unit. Here we saw actin myosin. After that we saw cross bridge formation, then sliding filament theory. So this we saw in this contractile unit. Non-contractile unit, what we saw, layers of the muscle, epimysium, perimysium, endomysium, sarcolemma, tendon, fascias, sheath, retinacula, all these things we saw. After that, by combination of these two we saw muscle tension. In this we saw active tension we saw, passive tension we saw. After that we saw that insufficiency, active insufficiency, passive insufficiency. After that we saw that mechanical behavior of the muscle fiber with the help of the length tension relationship and force velocity relationship of the muscle fiber. After that we saw types of muscle contractions. Here we'll be having isometric and isotonic and isokinetic. These types we saw that. After that we saw classification of muscles. Here we know that agonist muscles, antagonist muscles, synergist muscles and fixator muscles. After this, some muscles we saw that structural muscles and postural muscles. See, some muscles we saw that the phasic muscles and tonic muscles. After this we saw that spurt muscles and shunt muscles. What are these spurt muscles and shunt muscles? Apart from all this we saw types of the muscle fibers. Here type 1 and type 2, A and B. We saw that. After that we saw fiber arrangement. In this fiber arrangement we saw that fusiform arrangement and pennate arrangement. In this pennate we saw unipennate, bipennate, tripennate. So this complete about the muscle structure and function. We saw all this. Now how all this going to be helpful in this chapter, we'll see. One point is there. If we see that point, we'll get complete idea. Okay. Now finally all this muscle structure and function chapter, what it is going to say, that it's going to say about a muscle contraction. Nothing but muscle tension. Okay, muscle tension. So how many factors will affect in the muscle tension? That's the important point. So how many factors will affect? So first point, size of motor unit. If the size is big, then tension will be more. If the size is less, then tension will be less. Size of muscle fibers. If muscle fibers are more, tension will be more. If the muscle fibers are less, tension will be less. That is second point. And third point, here how many motor units are activating. If more motor units are activating, tension will be more, contraction will happen fast. If less motor units are activating, then contraction will happen slow. Next, fourth point, type of contraction. Here we know what is isometric contraction, what is isotonic contraction. In this concentric and eccentric contraction, in all these contractions, the length of sarcomere, what will happen to the length of the sarcomere, we saw that. Here isometric, if we take, length will be same only, sarcomere length will be same only between actin and myosin. Here isotonic, concentric length will decrease, eccentric length will increase, that we saw. Next, fifth point, speed of the movement. We saw this in force and velocity relationship. So if we take that, here force will be there, here velocity will be there, this isometric point. If we do concentric, force will be more and velocity will be less. If we do concentric contraction, force will be more. If we apply more force, velocity will be less. Okay. In eccentric contraction, if force is more, velocity will be more. Force is more, velocity will be more in this eccentric contraction. So these are all we need for the muscle tension. What is this muscle tension means? Muscle function. Muscle tension is nothing but muscle function. Muscle function is nothing but muscle contraction. What is the use of this contraction? It is going to produce the movement in the body. What is the use of this movement means? It is going to provide the ADLs. ADLs means activities of daily living. So this completely about summary of this muscle structure and function. Apart from this movement, some muscles will be helpful to maintain the structure, to maintain the posture also. So this is about complete muscle structure and function. Okay.